welcome to the kitchen. Today we're gonna make sauteed greens with beets and red peppers, and we're going to put those on, to plate them, as they say, on top of barley cakes, which are actually mentioned in the Bible / Torah, depending on your faith. We have fire, which is great. That's the first step. And we're gonna put some olive oil in the pan. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook up our onions. It's gonna be delicious. So yeah, once the onions get kind of translucenty, which I think is a word, check the OED for that one, we are going to add our barley and our stock. Now a lot of times the stock should be hot. Mine's tepid because I like to do things mediocre. That's what we're all about here, is just good enough. All right, onions, you're awesome. Let's go with some barley. Barley, we got a cup and a half. Let's just do it. I actually measured for once. All right, now that we've got our barley in, we are gonna start adding stock. So let's add about a cup of stock, and make sure you don't drip it all over your stove, because that's what I just did. All right, we've got our stock in there. I forgot, which is me. I wanted to put some thyme in here, because risotto's all about thyme. Get it? No, we just want to let the barley open itself up to stock. You know, barley says, I'm shy, I don't know you, stock. Who are you, anyways? And stock just, you know, buys barley dinner and flowers and says, like, barley, you just need someone who understands you like me. And then they just, you know, they dance. And they make beautiful, beautiful risotto together. This is taking some time. It takes time. But the barley is yielding her starchy panties, and it's looking good in there. It's definitely absorbing, and they're getting fat and yummy. But I do think that it's time for a glass of wine. And to see, that was magical. I hope you're enjoying your wine. I certainly am. Do you see that, how creamy and fat it has become? It's tender. I want to just, but I can't, because that would be wrong. Unless you live alone and you like to eat frosting out of the tub. And that's okay. Anywho, it's done. It's looking good. Next step. 1 cup of shredded Asiago cheese that we had left over from our last recipe. Crumble that stuff in there. Fold it in. Okay. We have our Asiago folded in, and let's put it into something that's not as hot, like our bowl over here. Bowl! Let's just mix that up, okay? Oh yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the little man with the mustache.
Okay, we're gonna put a little olive oil, as always. Okay. And our favorites, a little salt, a little pepper. We're gonna let that oil get hot, and then we are gonna throw in garlic, some beets, we're gonna throw in some red pepper and some greens. And you see how much greens we have in there? This is gonna reduce quite a bit, just like spinach and all of that yummy business. So here we go. We're just gonna keep tossing it in the oil so it gets coated with yummy salt and pepper oil goodness with garlic. Now you're gonna start noticing it's definitely, do you see that, how small it's getting? It's boiling down. In fact, I'm wondering if I shouldn't have had more, but it's all right, you know? We're all learning together. It's just a learning process. This is turning out to be almost nothing. Wow. We're done here. It's looking really good. We're gonna turn the heat off, check on our barley risotto, and see if we can't make some cakes. Good news. Good news. Bling, 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 bling. We have wine. Shani has arrived with wine. It's cool. And by cool, I mean it's cool. It's cool. We have some barley risotto that is ready to be made into balls. So with some clean hands. And I think it'd be a good idea to dredge them in a little, dredge them in a little flour. Do you like how I can't talk because maybe I've had 2 glasses of wine? I don't know. So here we go, let's dump it out. Come on now, dump it out on your cutting board. And we're probably gonna want a plate to put this stuff on. So, it's a very pretty plate. So it's good to have kind of wet hands when you do this because this shit will stick to you, okay? So we've got a ball. Now let's start. This is freaking ridiculous looking. It's like a little hat. This is kind of sad the way I'm doing this. I wonder if I should dip it in a bowl full of flour. What do you think, Shawnee?
Bowl full of flour.
Okay. And let's take our patty here that does not want to stick together at all. I think next time more cheese maybe. Because you see how it falls apart? Good God. This is a friggin' travesty. The flour is helping the ball stay bally, okay? So we have one. I think we need to dip it in some batter because something needs to hold it. You know, barley and broth made a baby called a barley cake. And barley cake's a little baby. You can't just put it out there in the world. You gotta put a little blanket on it. And that blanket is called batter. We're gonna make a batter here. Just like fried chicken, we're just gonna put flour on first, and then we're gonna put some batter on. And we don't care how messy we get because mommy loves us just the same. It's like Jabba the Hutt, but barley. All right, so actually what we're gonna do, rather than coating it in the flour, we're gonna reform the ball. That's what's gonna happen. You need egg. Egg is necessity. Egg is life. We are just gonna start, because that's the thing, you can start over because no one's watching you except for people watching me, but you are cool. Hey, ball! Yay! If you're just joining us, we rethought this entire recipe to include an egg batter, which we worked into the balls to keep them together because they hate me. Oil is heating, balls are battered, and we're gonna ignore what happened over there because it's dirty and wrong. So let's see our first victim, shall we? And let's keep it on the spatula because 3rd degree burns hurt. My concern, of course, is the egg in the center cooking. We're gonna fry them and then maybe bake them if they're
I would
right.
definitely bake it. Better safe than salmonella.
All right, we look done. We're gonna find a hot pad. Pull this out. I think everything's cooked in here now. So let's plate up. We've got our lovely patty here. We're gonna add some greens. And don't forget the balsamic reduction recipe on the website. And there you go. You have a 2-hour dinner. All in all, I would still lick my plate clean. So don't worry, guys. If you have to change gears in the middle, it's gonna be okay. It'll still taste yummy if you got the right ingredients. Till next time, have fun.
Roly-poly.